Siberia, a fascinating land of adventure. Imagine you are preparing for a trip to a truly unique destination. Someone asks you, "Where are you going?" You reply excitedly, "I'm about to go to Siberia." Most people would probably look at you with wide eyes, as if you just said you would camp on the moon. Siberia? Why did you choose that place? Explaining this decision without making others think you enjoy extreme challenges is hard. For others, Siberia is not just a remote and strange land, but also a place that evokes images of endless long winters, bone-chilling cold, and icy landscapes stretching to the horizon. Perhaps few places in the world can make people shudder even at mentioning their names. But don't worry. The story of Siberia is not just all about coldness and gloom. This is a place where the cold becomes a part of the lifestyle. Laughter and warmth are everywhere. 1. Natural landscape. Icy yet full of vitality. Siberia is known for its vast expanse, stretching from the Ural Mountains in the west to the Pacific Ocean in the east. This region occupies over 70% of Russia's land area. And do you know what's interesting? Most people only inhabit a very small part of it. So what is the rest of Siberia like? It is a majestic and wild landscape that sometimes makes you feel like you're lost in a mythical land. You can step into the mysterious taiga forests, where mighty brown bears roam in search of food, or glide across snow-covered valleys. A hike in Siberia can turn into an adventure with the howling winds and the feeling that you are the protagonist in an adventure movie. Except, there's no film crew following you. And if you haven't heard of Lake Baikal, then you're missing out on a natural masterpiece of the world. Baikal is not only the deepest freshwater lake in the world, but also freezes into a stunning wonderland in winter, captivating visitors with its pristine beauty. You can walk on the thick ice and hear the chilling cracks beneath your feet, feeling both excited and fearful at the same time. 2. Geographical conditions. A struggle for survival. Welcome to Siberia, where winter is not just a season, but a survival struggle that can last from October to April. If you think winter in your hometown is harsh enough, try facing temperatures of -40 degrees Celsius, and you'll understand what truly cold means. They say in Siberia, it's not you who chooses the cold, but the cold that chooses you. There's a famous joke that goes, "In Siberia, there are only 2 seasons, winter and waiting for winter." Siberia is a place where the cold not only penetrates through layers of clothing, but also seeps into your thoughts and mind. However, the people of Siberia don't see it as a big issue. They have turned the cold into a part of their lives and adapted to it uniquely. An interesting example is that while in warmer regions, people gather outdoors to eat and chat, in Siberia, social life shifts indoors. Cozy wooden houses with roaring fireplaces and endless feasts are how the people here overcome the winter. 3. Cuisine, a lifeline from hot dishes. Siberia is not only known for its icy landscapes, but also for its warm and comforting cuisine that will surely capture your heart. Siberian cuisine carries the distinctive characteristics of this cold region, with dishes prepared from natural and diverse ingredients. One of the must-try dishes is borscht, a hot and hearty beetroot soup that warms the soul just by looking at it. Not only borscht, but pelmeni, small dumplings filled with meat, are also traditional dishes of this region. What's unique is how the people of Siberia preserve pelmeni. They make them in large quantities and let them freeze outside, where the natural temperature of Siberia acts as a giant refrigerator. All you need to do is step outside, grab a few pellets, and cook them up for a hot and satisfying meal. If you're up for a taste challenge, then seek out stroganina, a dish made from thinly sliced frozen fish that is eaten raw. Don't worry if you feel like your teeth might freeze. It's all part of the experience. Taking a bite of the frozen fish, you'll feel the coldness from the outside blending with the coldness of the dish, creating a strange harmony that only Siberia can offer. 4. Vodka, catalyst for friendship. When you come to Siberia, you'll realize that vodka is not just a type of alcohol, but also a part of the culture, a symbol of friendship and connection. There's a saying that jokes, "If you haven't had vodka with a Siberian, then you haven't truly been to Siberia." And it's true. Vodka appears in every feast, every gathering, and even in the first meetings with strangers. A typical Siberian feast cannot be without vodka. But the interesting thing is that the locals here don't just drink for fun. They also have special social rules when it comes to drinking. If you refuse a glass of vodka that's offered to you, it can be understood as rejecting friendship. But don't worry, Siberians never force their guests. They will simply laugh and say, "Have a glass to warm up. Have another to feel the love of life." From there, the story continues indefinitely with vodka as the catalyst for new friendships. 5. The warm hospitality of the people. Warmth amidst the icy landscape. You can visit Siberia for its breathtaking scenery, but what will truly stay with you is the genuine warmth and hospitality of the people here. Despite living in harsh conditions, the people of Siberia are incredibly generous and welcoming. They are always ready to invite you into their homes, offer you a cup of hot tea, and of course, no visit is complete without a glass of vodka. A perfect example of this hospitality is when a lost French tourist found himself stranded in a snowstorm. He was discovered by a Siberian family who took him in and brought him to their home. Despite the language barrier, they invited him into their kitchen and provided him with warm fur clothing, and that evening turned into one of the most memorable experiences of his life. The hosts continuously offered him food and vodka, accompanied by laughter-filled stories by the cozy fireplace. To the people of Siberia, a guest is a gift, and they are always willing to share everything they have. 6. Girls sleeping with strangers. Tradition or just a fun misunderstanding? One of the strange stories that travelers often hear about Siberia is the practice of girls sleeping with strangers as a form of hospitality. However, this is one of the most humorous misunderstandings about the culture here. In reality, there are dozens of different small ethnic groups living here with various customs and traditions of hospitality, but not in the way it is understood. For example, the Chukchi people of this region are known for their generosity and kindness because in their culture, refusing to help is taboo. On the other hand, the Eskimo tribe is famous for the custom of girls offering their bodies to entertain guests from afar. However, this act does not carry the meaning of entertainment in a sexual sense, as people commonly misunderstand. They simply share a warm sleeping space so that everyone can stay warm in the harsh cold of winter, if necessary. This also demonstrates the unparalleled hospitality of the hosts in the snowy land of Siberia. 7. Other unique things in Siberia. When the cold creates uniqueness. Life in Siberia holds many other unique things that leave outsiders amazed. One of them is ice bathing. In the middle of winter, the locals will dig a small hole in the frozen lake and jump into the water. It may sound crazy, but Siberians see this as a way to improve health and challenge themselves. The brave participants are called walruses because they can endure the astonishing cold. Moreover, Siberian winter also brings a dreamlike scene, the Northern Lights. When the night sky becomes clear and dark, you have the opportunity to witness the dazzling phenomenon of colorful lights in the sky. Siberians view the Northern Lights as a gift from nature, as not everyone is fortunate enough to witness it. The Northern Lights not only make people stop and gaze, but also evoke pride in the mysterious beauty of this land. Legend has it that a group of European tourists decided to visit Siberia in the middle of winter just to hunt for the Northern Lights. However, for many consecutive nights, the dark sky prevented them from seeing anything but snow and mist. On the last night before leaving, almost ready to give up, suddenly the sky lit up with the green, purple, and red hues of the Northern Lights. They jumped with joy, both astonished and moved. A Siberian nearby chuckled and said, "This is how Siberia tests your patience." 8. Siberian bears and humorous folklore tales. In Siberia, bears are not only common animals but also legendary figures in humorous folk tales. It is joked that if you are not careful, you might find yourself having breakfast with a bear. In reality, the Siberian forests are home to many brown bears, and they are often seen in autumn gathering food to store energy for the long winter. A funny story about a bear and vodka tells of a bear that accidentally tasted a bottle of vodka left behind by forest goers. This bear got tipsy and started dancing wildly, making everyone who saw it burst into laughter. Siberians retell this story with pride, seeing it as another example of how strong the vodka is here. Even bears can't resist it. 9. Winter festivals. Vibrancy amidst the icy cold. Winter is the perfect time to hold festivals in Siberia. Despite the very low temperatures, people still enjoy lively festival days, especially the Maslenitsa festival, a Russian event marking the end of winter. During this festival, people make pelmeni pancakes, a traditional dish, organize competitions, and finally burn a large straw effigy symbolizing winter. Imagine yourself standing in the festival amidst falling snow, holding hot pelmeni pancakes, surrounded by music and laughter. Siberians believe that the warmth of human connection and joy will overcome the cold. If you participate, don't be surprised to see a lively vodka drinking session happening right next to you. This is how the locals keep warm and welcome the spring. 10. Spring and rebirth, when Siberia puts on a new coat. After a long cold winter, spring arrives and brings new life to Siberia. The snow melts, trees revive, and the landscape becomes brighter than ever. Siberians see spring as a time to start anew, when everything from nature to people is full of energy. A unique beauty of spring in Siberia is the deer hunting festival of the indigenous peoples. Locals gather and participate in traditional activities such as dog sledge racing, hunting, singing, and dancing. The colorful traditional costumes create a vibrant scene amidst the lush nature. Participants see this not only as a festival, but also as an opportunity to honor their culture and traditional way of life that has existed for hundreds of years. 11. Siberia, the land of resilience and optimism. When thinking of Siberia, many people only see the cold and snow, but in reality, this land holds many other wonderful things. The people of Siberia have proven that life is not just about where you live, but also about how you live. They turn the cold into a challenge to strengthen themselves, from ice baths to ice fishing, and even humorous stories revolving around vodka and drunk bears. With all of that, Siberia is not just a freezing land, but also a region with unique beauty and warm-hearted people. Whether you visit in winter, when everything is covered in white snow, or in summer, when nature is in full bloom, Siberia remains a captivating destination that will leave unforgettable memories in your heart. Conclusion. And that is Siberia, a place where you can not only enjoy the majestic beauty of nature, but also experience the peculiar customs and warm hospitality of the locals. From vodka parties to funny stories from unexpected encounters, Siberia will make you laugh and leave indelible memories in your heart. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags and explore Siberia, where the cold is just an excuse to experience the warmth of human connection and the wonders that await you.